Here are some top mistakes that I see women make in divorce. The first mistake that I see women make is not being ready to accept upfront as early in the case as possible that you may have to go back to work. Look, I get it. You have always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. That has been your dream since you were a little girl, and you don't want your children raised by anybody else. You want to raise your children, and this is what you and your spouse agreed on, and that is what you should be able to do. It is a hard pill to swallow when the other person, the other parent, makes the decision for you that you're getting a divorce. And with that divorce means you're going to have to become self-supporting and you're going to have to provide financial support for your children. Dreams change, and the new beginning that you get isn't necessarily always what you want. But the sooner you accept that and the sooner that you are starting to make a plan for it, the better that we can help you. Maybe you can find a job where you can spend summers with your children and vacations working for a school district. Or maybe we can find you a job where you are able to spend more time with your kids in a different way, maybe at an after-school program or something else. Or maybe you go back into the career that you had before you had kids. Either way, knowing what that number is, knowing how much you can make, knowing, what the opportunities are for you to spend time with your children outside of it, it gives us the opportunity to help you. What if I could craft a custody schedule where the children spend the majority of the summer with you because you work for the school district, and then you can have a whole summer where you can be with them every single day? Or what if I could craft a financial situation where, yeah, you took this job because you're able to see your kids after school and they still get that kind of cohesive parenting time, but you might be able to make a little more elsewhere, but this is what's best for your kids. So let's base child support and alimony and other things based on this specific job because that's what's in the best interest of your children. I don't have the opportunity, and our team doesn't have the opportunity to make these highly specialized arguments if you don't have a job by the time we get to court, if you don't have a plan by the time we get to court. Or what if something else? What if you want to go back to school and be re-educated? Now we can make a plan for that. Alimony to cover you while you're in school because it's for the betterment of your children and the betterment of their future. These may not be the opportunities you want, but if they're the opportunities you have and the opportunities that you're faced with, I urge you to make that decision soon so that we can make the best of those opportunities. The next mistake that I see women make are holding onto the apron strings a little too tightly. I know you may have been the primary parent and that might be a really tough thing to do. Maybe your soon-to-be ex-spouse has never watched the children alone for more than 4 hours. And all of a sudden they're going to get 4 days in a row. How's that going to even work? They don't know what your child's favorite food is. They don't know how to soothe your child. When your child needs help, in the bathroom, they're always calling for mom. They're not calling for the other parent. You got to let go. Your soon-to-be ex is going to have to figure out how to parent. If they're not a danger to the child, they will figure out what your child's favorite foods are, just the way you did. They will figure out how to help your child in the bathroom, just the way you did. They have to have the opportunity to do so because your children have to have the opportunity to be with both parents. This, of course, assumes both parents are safe and fit, but assuming safety and fitness, they're going to have that chance. So let the apron strings go. Don't try to hold the standard of the relationship between your children and the other parent to the same standard that was when you were together in an intact family, and embrace your new normal. The next mistake that I see women make in divorce is choosing to remain ignorant about the financial situation. I say choosing because we have an opportunity through the family law case to obtain discovery, to obtain information about the finances of the marriage. We have the opportunity to get a full financial picture of both parties. All the financial statements, the bank statements, the credit card statements, the loan statements, the investment account statements, all of the different things so that you have a clear financial picture that you can either study or you can take to a financial planner to help you figure out, but so that you can understand the finances of your family and make good decisions for your future and the future of your children. But I see a number of women, and it's certainly not all, and this is thankfully not even the majority, but there is a significant percentage of women that want to continue to remain ignorant. They've never handled the finances and they just don't want to now. And sticking your head in the sand, trying to make a plan without facts, that's never going to help you, and that's never going to help your children. So do not choose to remain ignorant about the family's finances because you're choosing to remain ignorant about your possibilities and potential problems in your future. If you're going through a divorce and you need someone to help guide you through some of these pitfalls, Z Family Law is here to help. We don't write endings, we create new beginnings, and we're ready to help you create yours.